Little ones, do you remember our story about Moses and the burning bush? Moses was taking care of sheep when he saw a beautiful bush that glowed with fire but didn't burn up. God spoke to Moses from that special bush and said, "Moses, I want you to help my people in Egypt. They are sad and need to come home." Moses felt scared at first, but God promised to help him. Moses took his walking stick and went to Egypt with his brother Aaron to talk to the mean king called Pharaoh. Moses and Aaron walked into the big, shiny palace where Pharaoh lived. The palace had tall pillars and golden decorations everywhere. Pharaoh sat on his grand throne, wearing a golden crown with a snake on it. He thought he was the most important person in the whole world. Moses spoke kindly but firmly. "Pharaoh," God says, "let my people go so they can worship me in the desert." But Pharaoh crossed his arms and shook his head. "No, I don't know your God, and I won't let the Israelites go. They work for me." The Israelite people had been making bricks and building cities for Pharaoh for many, many years, and they were very tired. Pharaoh became even meaner after Moses asked him to let the people go. He made the Israelites work harder than before. "Now you must find your own straw to make bricks," he said cruelly, "but you still have to make just as many bricks as before." The people had to search everywhere for straw while still working all day long. The Israelite people came to Moses and said, "Why did you talk to Pharaoh? Now our work is even harder." Moses felt sad and confused. He prayed to God, "Lord, why are the people suffering more?" But God had a special plan to show Pharaoh his mighty power through amazing signs called plagues. Moses wondered why God's plan seemed to be taking so long. Sometimes when we ask God for help, it doesn't happen right away, and that can make us feel worried. Pharaoh's heart was very hard and stubborn, like a rock. He didn't want to listen to God or be kind to the Israelite people, but God knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted to show everyone in Egypt that he was the one true God who loved his people very much. God told Moses, "Go to Pharaoh in the morning when he walks by the river. Tell him that if he doesn't let my people go, I will turn the water into something red like blood." Moses did exactly what God said. He and Aaron met Pharaoh by the beautiful Blue Nile River. Aaron held up Moses' special walking stick and touched the water. Splash! Suddenly, all the water in the river turned red and yucky. The fish couldn't live in it anymore, and no one could drink it. This was the first amazing plague. For 7 days, there was no good water anywhere in Egypt. But Pharaoh still said, "No, I won't let the people go." His heart stayed hard like a rock. So God sent more plagues to help Pharaoh understand. First came millions of little green frogs. Hip hop, hip hop. They were everywhere, in beds, in ovens, even in people's food. Then came tiny bugs that made everyone itchy. After that, big buzzing flies filled the air. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Each time, Moses would say, "Let God's people go." And each time, Pharaoh would say, "No." Even when the plague stopped for a while, Pharaoh wouldn't keep his promises to let the people go. God continued to show his power with more amazing plagues. The cows and horses got sick, people got sore spots on their skin, and hailstones, chunk, 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 fell from the sky. Then grasshoppers ate all the green plants, and darkness covered the land for 3 whole days. But here's the wonderful part. Where the Israelite people lived, they were safe. When the flies came, no flies bothered them. When the hail fell, no hail hit their houses. God was protecting his special people like a big, invisible umbrella of love. Finally, God told Moses about one last plague that would make Pharaoh let the people go. God said, "Tell each Israelite family to put lamb's blood on their doorframe. I will pass over every house with blood on the door, and that family will be safe." The people trusted God and did exactly what he said. That night was called Passover, and it worked. In the morning, Pharaoh was so sad and scared that he finally said, "Go, take your people and leave Egypt right now." The Israelite people were so happy, they cheered and sang songs of joy. After 400 years of hard work, they were finally free to go home. The families quickly packed their things and started walking toward the land God had promised them. Children skipped along beside their moms and dads, and everyone smiled because God had kept his promise to take care of them. Sweet little one, just like God protected the Israelite people during the 10 plagues, God protects you too. Even when things seem scary or hard to understand, God has a perfect plan filled with love for you. Now close your eyes and rest peacefully, knowing that God's love is like a warm blanket around you. He will take care of you while you sleep and when you wake up tomorrow. Good night, precious child. Sleep tight knowing God loves you so very much.